As we step into a new year, we're presented with a fresh opportunity to take charge of our financial future. The start of a new year is like a blank slate, an invitation to redefine our goals, restructure our strategies, and build a solid foundation for prosperity. Financial planning isn't just about saving money or cutting expenses, it's about creating a life of stability, growth, and freedom. Let's talk about some practical, powerful financial planning tips that can help make this year your most financially secure and successful yet. Start by reflecting on the year that's passed. What went well financially, and where could you have done better? Maybe you achieved a savings goal, or perhaps unexpected expenses threw you off track. Reflection isn't about dwelling on mistakes, it's about learning from them. Use these insights to guide your financial decisions this year. One of the most important steps in financial planning is setting clear, actionable goals. Don't just say, I want to save more money. Be specific. Decide how much you want to save, by when, and for what purpose. Whether it's a down payment for a home, a vacation, or an emergency fund, having a tangible target makes it easier to stay motivated and measure progress. Create a budget that aligns with your goals. A budget isn't restrictive, it's empowering. It's a roadmap that ensures your money is working for you, not against you. Categorize your expenses, prioritize needs over wants, and make room for savings. Remember, budgeting isn't about denying yourself, it's about giving yourself the freedom to enjoy life while securing your future. When we reflect on the past year, we must understand that it is not simply a review of what has happened, it is an opportunity to consciously direct our thoughts, to reshape the narrative of our lives. The events of the past year, whether they were filled with success or challenge, are the result of thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs that we held in our minds. These beliefs are powerful creators, for they shape the course of our reality. It is in the understanding of this power that we can begin to truly reflect, not just on the events themselves, but on the underlying thoughts and feelings that brought them into being. To reflect on the past year is to acknowledge that everything you experienced, every triumph, and every setback was born out of your own assumptions, thoughts, and beliefs. You are the creator of your reality, whether consciously or unconsciously. If you experienced abundance, it is because you believed in the possibility of abundance. If you faced hardship, it is because somewhere deep within, you held beliefs that aligned with struggle or limitation. This is not a time for self-blame, but rather a time to recognize the deep connection between thought and experience. As you reflect, you must ask yourself, what thoughts were predominant in my mind over the past year? What beliefs did I hold that may have shaped the outcomes I experienced? Were they empowering beliefs that led to growth, or were they limiting beliefs that held me back? Reflection is not about regret or dwelling on mistakes, but about gaining awareness, for with awareness comes power. Once you recognize the beliefs that shaped your past experiences, you are in a position to change them. The key to changing your circumstances lies in changing the inner dialogue, the assumptions that govern your life. For example, if you believe that financial struggle was a part of your identity, you will have experienced manifestations that reflected this belief. But the beauty of reflection is that it reveals to you the power you have to choose new beliefs, to choose thoughts that are more aligned with the future you desire. In this new year, it is important to reflect not just on what you have experienced, but also on what you wish to experience moving forward. As you look back, you might see areas where you could have acted differently, but instead of regretting your actions, use those moments as stepping stones to the future. Look at them with the understanding that they were necessary for you to awaken to your true power. In the reflection, acknowledge that the past is not a fixed entity. It is not a series of unchangeable events. The past is malleable, and you can transform it in your mind. This is where your true power lies. If you want to change the future, you must begin by changing the way you perceive the past. For example, if you view a past failure as a setback, it will continue to resonate with the energy of failure. But if you shift your perspective, viewing that same event as a lesson, as a moment that taught you valuable insights, you begin to transform its energy. You begin to see it as something that worked in your favor, not against you. This shift in perspective is the foundation of creating a new reality. To reflect on the past year is to acknowledge that all things are a reflection of your inner world. The external world is simply a mirror, reflecting back to you what you believe to be true about yourself, about others, and about life itself. As you reflect, know that you are the creator of your reality, and if there are aspects of your life you wish to change, you have the power to change them by changing your inner world. Begin to focus on what you desire, not what you fear. As you shift your thoughts from limitations to possibilities, you begin to create a new future. As you reflect on the past year, take time to affirm the truth of your being. You are worthy of success, of joy, of prosperity. You are deserving of the life you desire. The past does not define you, it has merely served as a canvas on which your thoughts have painted. But now, you are the artist, and you have the power to create something entirely new. Embrace this truth and know that the past year, with all of its highs and lows, has only brought you to this point where you now have the awareness and the power to create a new experience. In reflecting on the past year, give thanks for the lessons you've learned. Understand that those lessons were never meant to punish you, but to awaken you to your own power. And as you move forward, hold on to the knowing that the future is not a continuation of the past. It is a new creation, a new beginning, one that is entirely shaped by the thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions you hold right now. As you step into this new year, step into it with the awareness that you are the creator of your life. The past is behind you, the future is in your hands. When you set your sights on the future, the most important thing to understand is that the world you see today has been created by the thoughts you've held in the past. It is an undeniable truth that everything in your reality, every experience you have, is a direct reflection of the inner assumptions you hold about yourself and the world. The foundation of your present circumstances was built through the thoughts, beliefs, and feelings you've allowed to dominate your consciousness. Therefore, when you look ahead to a new year, the key to shaping a better future is not in wishing for change or waiting for circumstances to align, but in deliberately reshaping your assumptions about yourself and the world. The power to create your future lies within your ability to assume a new state of being. The state of being is the mental picture, the internal feeling you hold about yourself. It is not what the world appears to be, or the circumstances you currently face, but rather what you believe to be true about yourself and your potential. Change your assumptions, and the external world will follow. As you reflect on what you want to create, remember that your assumptions are the builders of your world. If you want to improve your financial situation in the upcoming year, do not dwell on the reality of your current bank account or financial struggles. Instead, assume the feeling of abundance. Picture yourself already in possession of the wealth you desire, and allow that feeling to become real within you. By doing so, you align yourself with the state of prosperity, and as you persist in this assumption, it will inevitably manifest in your external world. The power is in your ability to hold that image and feeling as true, regardless of external appearances. In this state, there is no room for doubt or disbelief. You must become that which you desire to be, knowing that as you assume the feeling of success, it will come into your life. This principle applies not just to finances, but to every area of life. If you seek better relationships, don't focus on the lack of connection or the disappointments of the past. Instead, assume the feeling of love and connection. Feel gratitude for the loving relationships that already exist in your life, and imagine the kind of relationships you want to create. Live in the feeling of love and harmony, and watch as your external relationships mirror that inner state. As your assumptions about yourself and others shift, the world will begin to reflect those changes back to you. You are not waiting for the world to change in order for you to feel happy, fulfilled, or successful. You are the creator, and the world must conform to the image you hold in your mind. The act of assumption is not a one-time thing. It is an ongoing practice, a persistent state of being that you must maintain. You are constantly shaping your reality with your thoughts, and the more you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the more the universe will bend to that internal state. This is why it is important to monitor your thoughts and beliefs carefully. Any doubt, fear, or negative assumption only serves to delay or distort the manifestations you desire. Therefore, it is not enough to assume once. You must live in the assumption. Then you must walk, talk, and act as if your desired outcome is already a reality, knowing that it is only a matter of time before your outer world catches up with your inner state. The assumption that you are already that which you desire to be is the most powerful tool you have at your disposal. You are not bound by past mistakes or present limitations. Your true power lies in your ability to create your future from the inside out. So, as you move forward into the new year, remember that the key to personal growth and success is to change your assumptions. Hold the vision of your desired future in your heart and mind, and do not allow the world around you to dictate what you can or cannot achieve. The external world is but a reflection of the inner world. Change the inner, and the outer must change with it. In this process of creating your future, it is crucial to remain patient and persistent. The physical world operates according to its own rhythm, and it may take some time for your assumptions to materialize. But rest assured, they are already on their way to you. Every thought you hold, every assumption you make, is setting the stage for the next chapter of your life. Trust in the process. Trust in your ability to shape your destiny, and know that the universe is always responding to the inner reality you create. This is the secret to success. Peace and happiness assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Live in the feeling of already having what you desire, and allow that feeling to permeate every thought, word, and action. Your world will reflect it back to you, and the changes you seek will unfold naturally. Remember that you are not a passive observer of life, waiting for things to change. You are the creator of your experience, and your assumptions are the building blocks of your reality. As you enter the new year, take control of your thoughts, assume the feelings of your desired future, and trust that the world will align with the powerful new state of being you are creating. When you begin to truly understand the power of your mind, you will realize that the future you seek has already been created in your imagination. Every desire, every goal you wish to achieve, exists as a mental image within you. It's not something to be attained or sought outside yourself, it's something to be recognized within. The world around you is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state. This is not some abstract concept, it is the natural law of creation. What you choose to believe, to imagine, to feel as true, must manifest in your life. When you fully accept this, you will know that you are not subject to the whims of circumstances. You are the creator of your reality, and everything you see is the result of your inner assumptions. Your imagination is the tool that shapes your destiny. Everything that exists today, every person, every opportunity, every situation in your life has first been created in your imagination. To bring about the changes you desire, you must start by vividly imagining them. So, the key to transformation is not external action, but internal alignment. When you consistently dwell in the feeling of already having what you desire, your outer world will respond accordingly. The law of assumption dictates that as you live in the state of your wish fulfilled, the physical world has no choice but to bring forth the material evidence of what you have already assumed to be true. Think of a goal you have, whether it's a career, a relationship, or a personal achievement. Now, take a moment and imagine that you already have it. Imagine how it would feel to experience that success, that joy, that fulfillment. Hold that feeling as true and immerse yourself in it. Live in the reality of the wish fulfilled as though it is happening right now. This is the most powerful exercise you can do. The more real the experience feels to you, the more it begins to shape your world. Your imagination, when used with intention and focus, is a powerful tool that knows no limits. By assuming the feeling of already having what you desire, you are bringing it into your life. It's important to understand that the process of creation is not an overnight endeavor. Persistence is key. The world around you may not immediately reflect the changes you have imagined, and this is where most people give up. They doubt, they lose faith, and they revert to seeing only what is physically apparent. But to succeed, you must persist in your assumption. You must maintain the image of your desired outcome in your mind, regardless of what appears to be happening in the world around you. In time, the external will shift to match your inner world. As you remain faithful to the vision you have created, the world will yield to it. The reason for this is simple. Everything in your external world, every object and person, is a manifestation of your inner thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. Your experiences and circumstances are not random, they are the direct result of your internal state. If you wish to change your reality, you must first change the internal assumptions you hold about it. This is the power you hold as a creator. You are not subject to the limitations of your current circumstances. The limitations you perceive are only temporary reflections of the assumptions you have held in the past. But by changing your inner assumptions, you can create a new reality for yourself. In order to tap into this power, you must also understand that you are always creating. Whether you are conscious of it or not, your thoughts are continually shaping your future. The only question is, are you creating consciously, or are you allowing random, unconscious thoughts to dictate your reality? By becoming aware of your thoughts and deliberately choosing those that align with your desires, you take control of the creative process. As you focus on what you want, rather than on what you fear or wish to avoid, you begin to direct the flow of creation. Your world will shift, and the things that you once thought were unattainable will begin to materialize before your eyes. When you apply this understanding to every area of your life, you begin to realize that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You do not need to wait for things to fall into place or for the right time to act. The right time is always now. The right place is always where you are. The moment you assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled, you activate the law of assumption, and everything begins to change. The universe does not respond to external effort, it responds to the inner state you cultivate. As you begin to live from this place of inner knowing, your external reality will shift to match it. It is important to recognize that you are always moving forward. Even when you face setbacks or challenges, remember that they are not signs of failure, but rather opportunities to realign your thinking. Every challenge is an opportunity to reassess your inner assumptions and strengthen your commitment to your vision. As you persist in your assumption, you strengthen your connection to the inner power that is creating your world. The outer world will follow suit, and you will find that everything you desire will begin to unfold with greater ease. As you move forward, remember this powerful truth: everything you desire is already yours in the spiritual realm. It has already been created within you, and now it is simply a matter of aligning your thoughts and feelings with that reality. Persist in the assumption that you already have it, and the world will be compelled to mirror that truth. You are not waiting for things to change. You are the change, and through your imagination and your faith, you bring your desires into the world. Trust in this process, and know that the world is always responding to the inner state you create. As you change your assumptions, your world will follow, and all that you have imagined will manifest in due time. When you realize the profound power within your own mind, you will begin to understand that the world you see around you is a reflection of your inner world. Everything that exists in your external reality, whether positive or negative, is simply a mirror of the thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions you hold within. This is not just a metaphorical concept, it is a fundamental truth of the human experience. The key to changing your life, to manifesting your deepest desires, is not found in the world around you, but in the world within you. You are the creator of your own reality, and once you grasp the full significance of this, you will begin to see how to shape your life as you desire. Your thoughts and beliefs are the seeds from which your reality grows. If you want to experience change, you must first change the way you think. The thoughts you consistently dwell upon, the assumptions you hold, create your world. When you accept this idea fully, you begin to recognize the immense potential you have to create any outcome you desire. Every desire, every wish, every goal you hold has already been created within your mind. It is not something you need to seek outside of yourself, it is something that exists within you, just waiting to be brought into your experience. To begin the process of change, you must first become aware of your current beliefs and assumptions. Take a moment to examine what you truly believe about yourself, about your life, and about the world. What are the stories you tell yourself? What assumptions do you hold about your ability to succeed, to be loved, to achieve your dreams? These assumptions are the blueprint of your life. If you believe that success is difficult or that love is scarce, your external reality will reflect these beliefs. The key to transforming your life is to shift your assumptions, to begin to assume that what you desire is already yours. When you live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you begin to create it in the world around you. The power of assumption lies in its ability to shape your experience without the need for external effort or struggle. Most people believe that they must act in the physical world to create change. They think they must work harder, strive more, or manipulate their circumstances. But in reality, all change begins within. When you align your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions with your desires, the physical world has no choice but to respond in kind. This is the law of cause and effect. Your inner state causes the outer world to reflect it. By changing your assumptions, you change your life. Now, you may wonder how this process works in practice. How can you assume something that hasn't yet manifested in your physical reality? The answer lies in the power of your imagination. Your imagination is the gateway to the unseen realm, the creative force through which all things are brought into existence. When you imagine your desired outcome as already fulfilled, you are impressing that image onto your subconscious mind. This inner impression will eventually be externalized in your experience. The key is to live in the feeling of already having what you desire. When you imagine that you are already successful, already loved, already healthy, you are aligning your inner world with your outer desires. The universe responds to this alignment, and the conditions necessary to bring your desires to fruition will begin to manifest. It is essential to understand that this process requires faith and persistence. The outer world may not immediately reflect the changes you are making internally, and this is where many people falter. They see no evidence of their desires and give up, thinking that their imagination cannot possibly have power over their reality. But the truth is, the moment you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the creation process has begun. The outer world is simply slower to catch up. As you persist in living in the feeling of your desired outcome, the external world must eventually align with it. The law of assumption is always in operation. What you imagine to be true for yourself must be reflected back to you in time. Patience is an essential part of this process. It is easy to become discouraged when things don't change overnight, but trust that your inner work is not in vain. The changes are happening, even if you cannot yet see them. Just as a seed must first be planted, watered, and nurtured before it grows into a plant, your desires must be nourished with the right thoughts and beliefs before they are fully realized in your life. Continue to dwell in the state of your wish fulfilled. Continue to live in the feeling of already having what you desire, and eventually the external world will catch up. It will respond to the inner assumption you have made. In this process, it is important to release any attachment to the how or when of your desires. The universe knows the best way to bring about your goals, and your role is simply to stay in alignment with your inner assumptions. When you allow yourself to trust the process and remain faithful to your vision, the universe will open doors and present opportunities that align with your desires. You do not need to know how it will happen, you simply need to believe that it is happening. Your faith in the process is the fuel that powers the creative force. As you continue on your journey, you will begin to notice subtle changes in your life. People, events, and circumstances will begin to shift in ways that align with your inner assumptions. You may begin to attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that you once thought were out of reach. The more you persist in assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the more your reality will begin to mirror that assumption. The world around you will shift to reflect the changes that are taking place within you. Remember that you are the creator of your own reality. Everything you desire, everything you wish to experience, already exists within you. By aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions with your desires, you are activating the law of creation. As you persist in living in the state of your wish fulfilled, the external world must reflect that inner reality. There are no limits to what you can create when you understand the power of your mind and the law of assumption. Your thoughts are the seeds of your future, and when you choose to plant the seeds of your desires, you are setting the stage for a life of infinite possibility. The true power of creation resides within you. Everything you experience in life, whether success, failure, love, or lack, is a direct reflection of the thoughts and assumptions you hold in your mind. You are not at the mercy of external forces or the whims of fate. Instead, you hold the key to shaping your life by controlling your thoughts and assumptions. Your mind is a powerful tool, and when you use it consciously, you can create the reality you desire. This understanding is the foundation of transforming your life. You are not a passive participant in the world around you, you are its creator. To harness this power, you must first accept responsibility for the thoughts you think and the beliefs you hold. Your thoughts shape your world, and it is within your power to change them, to change your life. It is crucial to recognize that the mind is always active. You are constantly thinking, whether you realize it or not. These thoughts influence your emotions, actions, and ultimately your experience of life. If you want to change your circumstances, you must first change your thoughts. This requires self-awareness and discipline, as you must become conscious of the thoughts that are running through your mind. Are they thoughts of fear, doubt, and limitation? Or are they thoughts of possibility, abundance, and success? The thoughts you focus on the most are the ones that will come to fruition. If you constantly think about what you lack, you will continue to experience lack in your life. If you focus on abundance, opportunity, and success, these things will begin to manifest. The key is to consciously direct your thoughts toward what you desire and to hold on to them with faith. To do this, you must develop the ability to control your imagination. Imagination is not merely a tool for daydreaming or fantasy, it is the creative power of the universe. Your imagination is the source from which all things flow. By imagining yourself as already possessing what you desire, whether it is success, love, health, or happiness, you are impressing that image upon your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, in turn, will work to bring that image into reality. The power of imagination is that it allows you to create your reality from within. When you imagine yourself as successful, confident, and capable, you align your inner world with your outer desires, and the world around you will begin to reflect this alignment. The process of creation is not about effort or struggle, it is about assumption and belief. The moment you begin to assume that you are already the person you wish to become, the creative process is set in motion. It is not necessary to understand how things will come to pass only to believe that they already have. The power of assumption is that it allows you to act as though your desires are already realized, and when you do this, the world has no choice but to align with your assumptions. Your assumptions about yourself, your worth, and your possibilities are the blueprint for your life. If you assume that you are worthy of success, love, and happiness, these things will manifest. If you assume that you are unworthy or incapable, your life will reflect that assumption. The key is to consistently assume the best for yourself, to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and to trust that the universe will deliver. Another essential element in creating your desired reality is faith. Faith is not a passive waiting for something to happen. It is an active belief in the unseen. When you have faith in your own creative power and in the process of manifestation, you align yourself with the flow of creation. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. It is the confidence that your desires are already on their way, even though you may not yet see the physical evidence. When you live with faith, you release the need to control how or when your desires will manifest. Instead, you trust that they are already in the process of becoming a reality. This trust allows you to remain calm and confident, knowing that your desires are being worked out in the unseen. Patience is another key element in the creative process. While faith is the belief that your desires are on their way, patience is the willingness to wait for them to materialize. The law of cause and effect is always in motion, but the outer world must catch up with your inner assumptions. It takes time for the seeds of your desires to sprout and grow. During this time, you must remain steadfast in your belief and continue to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. The more patient you are, the more quickly your desires will come to fruition. When you resist the urge to force things to happen, and instead allow the process to unfold naturally, you create an environment in which your desires can manifest effortlessly. It is essential to live in the present moment. While it is important to have a vision for the future, it is equally important to live fully in the present moment. The present moment is where your power lies. It is in the present that you create the conditions for your future. If you are constantly focused on the past or anxiously anticipating the future, you are missing the power of the now. By focusing your attention on the present moment and living in a state of gratitude, joy, and fulfillment, you create an energetic vibration that attracts more of what you desire. The key to success is not found in the future or the past, but in the now. The present moment is where your power to create resides, and when you align with it, you are setting the stage for your desired future. The life you experience is a direct reflection of your inner world. When you change your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions, you change your reality. The key to creating the life you desire is to understand the power of your mind, imagination, faith, and patience. By consistently assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, living with faith, and allowing time for your desires to manifest, you will begin to see changes in your external world. The power to create is within you, and it is available to you at all times. By mastering your thoughts and beliefs, you can create any reality you desire. The journey of personal transformation and growth begins with a deep understanding that the external world is a reflection of our internal state. Everything you experience, from your successes to your struggles, has been shaped by the thoughts and assumptions you hold in your mind. To change your life, you must first change the way you think. This isn't about wishing for something better or hoping that external circumstances will change on their own. It's about understanding the profound truth that your inner world, what you feel, believe, and imagine, directly creates your outer world. If you wish to experience something new, you must first make the internal shift. This realization is the key to unlocking your potential and manifesting the desires you seek. One of the first steps to realizing the power within you is to grasp that your thoughts and assumptions are never neutral. They either propel you toward your goals or keep you stuck in limiting patterns. Your assumptions about yourself, your worth, and the world around you are constantly shaping your reality. The beliefs you hold most firmly are the ones that guide your experiences. If you hold an assumption of scarcity or failure, that assumption will continue to manifest. But if you shift those assumptions to abundance, success, and possibility, you begin to see your life align with these new beliefs. This process starts with recognizing and confronting the limiting thoughts that are currently running in your mind. You must understand that your mind is the creator of your world. Every belief, every assumption, and every mental image you entertain plays a role in shaping the reality you experience. This means that you are not a passive observer of life. Instead, you are the creator of it. By changing what you imagine and believe, you begin to change the conditions of your life. If you want to see improvements in your career, relationships, or personal growth, you must first change the images and thoughts you hold about yourself. Begin to imagine yourself as already having what you desire. Feel the emotions of that desire fulfilled, and allow those feelings to fill your heart and mind. As you continue to dwell in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your reality will begin to shift to match those inner states. An essential part of this creative process is to understand the role of imagination. Imagination is the blueprint for your life. It is not simply a tool for fantasizing about possibilities. It is the creative force that shapes reality. Your imagination is your connection to the divine creative power within you. Through imagination, you can see yourself as the person you wish to become and live in the feeling of that wish fulfilled. If you want to manifest abundance, imagine yourself already in possession of it. See yourself living the life you desire, experiencing success, joy, and fulfillment. As you focus on these mental images, you send out a signal to the universe that aligns with your desires. Over time, this alignment will cause your external circumstances to reflect the changes within you. The key to making this process effective is not just in imagining, but in believing. Belief is the driving force behind the creative power of imagination. To imagine yourself as successful or fulfilled without truly believing it is like planting seeds in poor soil. The belief is what nourishes your desires and allows them to grow. You must believe that what you desire is not only possible but inevitable. It's not enough to simply wish for something. You must know deep in your heart that it is already yours. When you hold this belief, your thoughts and actions begin to align with this reality, and your external world starts to reflect it. The more firmly you believe that your desires are already on their way, the more quickly they will manifest. Patience is an essential component of this creative process. It is easy to become impatient when you don't see immediate results, but the truth is that creation takes time. Just as a seed must be planted, watered, and nurtured before it can sprout, so too must your desires be given time to grow and manifest. Trust that the process is working, even when you cannot see the results right away. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are at work beneath the surface, and as you remain patient, your desires are aligning with the universe's natural laws. The key is to continue living in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, knowing that in time the external world will catch up with your inner world. Faith plays a significant role in this journey. Faith is not about believing in something because you can see it, but believing in something because you know it is already done. When you have faith in the process, you no longer doubt or question your ability to manifest your desires. Faith is the unwavering confidence that what you desire is already on its way, even when the evidence is not yet visible. It is about knowing that everything you wish for has already been created in the unseen, and that it will soon appear in your physical reality. With faith, you can remain calm and centered, trusting that the universe is aligning everything in your favor. The final piece of the puzzle is gratitude. Gratitude is the key to amplifying your creative power. When you are grateful for the things you already have and for the desires that are on their way, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, creating an energetic flow that attracts more of the same. By living in gratitude, you not only accelerate the manifestation process, but also cultivate an attitude of contentment and joy, no matter what your external circumstances may look like. Gratitude allows you to live in harmony with the universe and align yourself with the creative forces that are constantly at work. The power to create your desired reality lies within you. By changing your assumptions, beliefs, and imaginations, you begin to shape the world around you. Imagination, belief, faith, patience, and gratitude are the keys to unlocking this creative power. As you master these principles, you will begin to see your life transform in ways that reflect your inner desires. It is not the world that controls you, but the thoughts and beliefs you hold. When you take responsibility for your inner world, you take control of your external world. The life you desire is already yours. It is simply waiting for you to align with it. The creative power to manifest your dreams is within you. Embrace it, trust the process, and watch as your desires unfold. In the power to create the life you desire lies within you, shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and imagination. Understanding that your inner world is the architect of your outer reality is the first step in unlocking your true potential. Through the practice of focusing on positive, empowering thoughts and cultivating beliefs that align with your desires, you begin to see transformation in your life. Patience, faith, and gratitude are essential components of this process, as they help you stay aligned with the vision you hold and allow your dreams to manifest. Remember, you are not a passive observer but a creator, and by changing your inner world, you can change your outer world. Embrace the power within you, trust the process, and confidently step into the life you are destined to live. The journey may take time, but with faith and perseverance, you will see your desires materialize in ways beyond your imagination.